I'm Raven, and welcome back to my unboxing of Dungeons & Dragons figures booster bricks. Last time was Tyranny of Dragons, now it's Monster Menagerie's turn. This was very hard to come across. I had one of these on order with a certain company that wouldn't be named for 2 or 3 months, and they could not get a hold of one of these. I eventually had to turn to eBay and pay slightly more, but this has all sorts of weird and wonderful creatures in it. I believe they brought this out in time for Strahd, so there is possibly a Strahd in here somewhere. But I quite like it for its more generic focus. The Tyranny of Dragons is great, you get all those dragons, but this is a more generic focus. Plus you can always use more undead miniatures. You can never have enough of those for your clerics and paladins to slay. Let's crack it open. These boxes are significantly smaller than the Tyranny of Dragons boxes. I mean, the single Tyranny of Dragons box, look at it, it's at least a third bigger. But then it makes sense because a lot of these dragons have got outstretched wings and what have you. And since I don't think there are any dragons in these sets, it's more worms and beholders and what have you. But with these ones I have no real goal or expectation or focus. Whatever's in them is in them. It would be nice to get some of the Strahd figures, but beyond that, I'd just like a good variety. Okay, box number 1. Oh, they made these harder to open. Alright. Box number 1 has... what the frack is that? It's the same deal as the Tyranny of Dragons ones, where it's 3 mediums and then a bigger one. Oh, I see. Ah, very good, very good. It is a swarm of bats. Ah, I see, it goes up there. Okay. It literally is a swarm of bats. Literally. Love it. Now, alongside that, we have another ultra rare. We got one last time in the Tyranny of Dragons box. This is an ultra rare Bryn Lightfingers Invisible. It's always nice to have some invisible figures. Slightly more limited in their uses, but hey ho, they get to save some money on paint, I guess. We also have a merfolk, which is quite literally a merfolk. And for our final trick, we have, looks like some sort of pseudo dragon or imp of some form. Yep, it is an imp. It comes pre on its stand, so no faffing about for me. There we are. That's quite a good start. I like what we've got so far. Very amused by that swarm of bats. Alright, box number 2. They've made these things way harder than the Tyranny of Dragons boxes. We have got, it's not a swarm of bats, looks like it's Pseudo Beast, no not Pseudo Beast, Displacer Beast, that's the one that we're looking for. And yes, it is a Displacer Beast. These things are always fun, and they're great big, ooh, the tendrils even boing a little bit. Got a little bit of boing to them, they do. And medium creature wise, we have, looks like an orc. Yep, it is an orc. I've had one similar to this before. It's always a little awkward when they have these wide arm stances getting them into my boxes, but I will manage. Oh my gosh, do we have Strahd already? I believe, yes, Strahd von Zacharish. We have him already, second box. There he is. Beautiful. Oh, that was nice and easy. I can just throw the rest of these away, right? Maybe not. And last but not least, we have a Illydia Maethylin named character with a bow and a nice blue cloak. Nice scale mill, quite a good figure. Okay, so we've already got Strahd. I believe there's mimics, stuff like that yet to be found. Let's crack open number 3. Ooh. Sorry, Secret Santa. I got a unicorn. Excellent. My 4th equine model. And now my unicorn has a unicorn friend. And indeed, I believe the Light Fingers was the model that my Secret Santa picked out. So the invisible Light Finger can go with the, with the unicorn. Now, medium creatures. Oop, I think we have a mummy. Mummy's alive. Oh yeah, look at that. It is a mummy. We also have... Looks like a dwarf. It's a female dwarf. I think that may actually be my... No, it's my 2nd female dwarf. Gerald Stoneforge. Quite a nice one with a fighter, the buckler and the sword and the plate armour. Nice dark metal to it. And finally we have... looks like a satyr. Yep, it is in fact a satyr. It's got panpipes and a little dagger. Bit of a lean to him. Yeah. Insert comment about these being much harder to get into. Looks like it's a space spider. That'd be quite nice to add to my collection of spiders. I don't have a phase spider. Quite a nice blue and white scheme to it. If you happen to like spiders. Oh, nice. We have a dryad. I was hoping to get one of these. Quite an interesting paint job. It's got this really weird texture to it. The hair sort of from the back, it just looks like moss growing on a tree, and then you turn it around and boom, it's a dryad staring in the face. What else have we got? We have sorry, Secret Santa, we've really done it, haven't we? Rare Light Fingers, the opaque version, which I got at my Secret Santa. And last but not least, ooh, it's another lady. It looks like a human. She's got an axe and a sword. It's Esmeralda Avenia. Bit low cut for my taste, but hey, I'm not one to judge. Halfway through. It's weird, I really wanted the Monster Menagerie set, and I was considering not buying the Tyranny of Dragons box. But in actual fact, I would have rather had the Tyranny of Dragons box than any of this so far. Ooh, we have something big and shiny. Looks like it's bursting out of the ground, some sort of worm or troglodyte or burrow or something. Ooh, what the hell's this? Sword Coast Legends, Standard Edition, 25% off. Some sort of, well, I guess it's some sort of game. It says a Steam account is required, so it's a code for some sort of game on Steam. Yeah, sometimes lucky, I guess. We'll have to check that out. This is a boulette. Oh, very nice. Some great detail. Oh, even the mouth has got some good detail. Boom. This thing burrows out of the ground next to you. You're in trouble, mate. And of course we have some medium creatures. Looks like we have another dwarf. Ooh, he's quite a nice looking dwarf. He's got a... God, this guy's armed to the teeth. He's got a crossbow, he's got his swords. Larthar Golgrin. Another impressive plate-wearing dwarf. And we have this one. Looks like it's a ghost of some description. It is in fact a ghost. It's a nice spooky lantern. This nice spooky spooky blue glow to it. And we've got a second mummy. That's nice. I like having these things in pairs because you're never going to throw one mummy at them, are you? You're going to throw two. Huh. I didn't notice this on the first one, but the mouth of the mummy is very slightly open. It's actually screaming at you through the bandages. Poor thing. Alright, 3 boxes left. Box number 6. What do we have? What do we have? Oh my goodness, is it a... It's a gelatinous cube. I don't have a gelatinous... Oh god, it's huge. I do not have a gelatinous cube in my collection. This is my first gelatinous cube. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, it's got stuff inside it. Oh, and you can even pop it out so you can put your players inside it. Oh, this is brilliant. So not only do you get this cube, it's really nice cube that you can, you know, if our lady dwarf here is adventuring, she gets eaten by a cube, bam, you're inside a cube. But you also get this really nice central prop piece with all these skulls and skeletons and weapons and stuff being eaten that then goes inside the cube. Isn't that great? Oh, this thing is awesome. Alright, medium creatures. We have got... Ooh, it's a little beetle thing. A giant fire beetle. Cute little thing. Nice metallic shell. Oh, yes, here we go. It's everyone's favourite creature. It's a mimic. Don't open that chest, players. I have a mimic now. Okay, my camera stopped. No, it's dead. Oh, no, maybe not. Yep, it's dead. You just can't get the technology these days. And we have ourselves a second dryad. Alright, box number 7. Taking a look on the outside, a young Remoraz would be pretty fun to have. Looks like quite a cool little wormy thing bursting out. I've actually got, apart from the Lich and Homet Shora, ooh, sounds like something loose in there, I've got all the other ones pictured on it. Let's crack it open. This... Oh yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. It is a centaur, one of my favourite mythological creatures. Its spear's a little bent, but it's got this great rearing up to it. Very nice model. Very happy with that. Now, we seem to have some... I see, but because they're quite delicate, they don't come in bubble wrap, they just come in solid plastic. We have ourselves a couple of skeletons. This one I believe is just it's a Strahd zombie. That's one of the specific Strahd models. And we have a skeleton. It's quite a nice classic fantasy skeleton. Very nice looking. And our final medium creature of this box, is it a werewolf? It is a werewolf, man. We're getting all of the classic fantasy tropes. You know, have we actually had any repeats? Yeah, we've had the 2 dryads and the 2 mummies. But other than that, we're doing pretty well with getting unique ones. It's almost a full collection. This is it. Final box. It would be really nice if I could get that young Remoraz. But I won't lose any sleep over it. Ooh, oh, even better. Even better. I think it's like it's a chimera, or a wyvern, or woo. Okay. Of some description. Yeah. It's a manticore. Duh, of course, sorry. Getting all of my fantasy stuff completely wrong. All of my mythologies out the window. Oh yeah, look at that guy. That is one ugly motherfucker. Oh dear, you do not want to face him in a dark alleyway. And we got ourselves another classic skeleton. which is great, because I love having these things in pairs. I think I've said this like 3 times now. And another new one, looks like it's some sort of pseudo-dragon familiar type thing, is a fairy dragon. A beautiful blue colouring, quite a delicate little thing. And our final medium creature looks like, it's the guy from the box. It is Homet Shaw with his tome and his staff. And there is the Monster Menagerie box. It doesn't look quite as visually impressive as having all those dragons from the Tyranny of Dragon box, but the range and diversity of creatures that you get, absolutely great. Because admittedly, whilst it's bent toward the Strahd setting, you've got a really nice variety of stuff in here. That centaur rearing up over the ghost, the swarm of literal bats, and of course that badass gelatinous cube. I guess my players had better watch out, because I'm now armed and incredibly dangerous. If my collection wasn't good enough, it certainly is now. There are going to be more dragons, undead, and gelatinous cubes than ever before. Whilst it's more expensive than just buying the models, because you could have just bought the green dragon by itself. Getting it in the pack with the bronze dragon, oh, that's a moment. Unwrapping this gelatinous cube, that's a great moment. These are great things. I've been considering doing a series of videos on role-playing, game mastering and what have you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But until then, I'm Raven, and that's all from the desk.